let's get right into this, y'all. We're gonna be talking about Wendy Williams and her documentary. So I know you guys may have been seeing multiple clips, or you may have seen the full documentary on TV, or you may have seen it on clips on YouTube and TikTok. I know I've been seeing a majority of the content through TikTok. However, I know a lot of people definitely viewed the documentary because not a lot of people have seen Wendy Williams around. Not a lot of people have seen her just doing a lot, because sadly she has come down with quite a few illnesses. Recently she has been diagnosed with a form of dementia. She has different other illnesses that are also contributing to her physical health decline. However, people have a lot of issues with her documentary, and I want to talk about that today, and just Wendy Williams as a person and how she is now. So we know Wendy Williams from the Wendy Williams Show, always talking about tea, the most hot pop culture stuff that's going on, just giving viewers, people who are in person in front of their TV, the hottest scoop of Hollywood in that moment during that week. And people sometimes did not like her. Sometimes she did not have the best takes. However, people are very upset with this new documentary because they think that this documentary, especially in her current state right now, is extremely exploitative. And I have to say that I agree with them. I agree with people saying it's exploitative because I believe that it's almost like how people were talking about how they didn't like the Jeffrey Dahmer series on Netflix. It was exploitative to the family members and the men who sadly died at the hands of Jeffrey Dahmer, and making the family relive that trauma of losing a dear family member. It's kind of like that situation that people just did not like it. It left a bad taste in their mouth. The same thing with this Wendy Williams documentary. It left a bad taste in people's mouths because they know that Wendy has multiple different health concerns. She just got diagnosed with dementia, and people think that this documentary was not in the best taste, or at least could have been done differently. So the documentary, Where is Wendy Williams? People wondering, where has she been? She hasn't been in the spotlight for a very long time, as I said, because of health issues. And there has sparked a lot of controversy because of this documentary. So I'd like to read this paragraph excerpt from the article, from the published, what's this place called again? Slate. And I'd like to read this little excerpt from their article about it. It says, recently the question came to a head with the release of a Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?, which aired in 4 parts over the weekend. The documentary had drawn skepticism with a promotional clip posted before the project's release showing Wendy Williams, who looked relatively unwell, having an emotional conversation with pornographic artist, actress turned socialite Blac Chyna. Simultaneously, Williams' management publicly announced that the host was dealing with some startling health issues. Normally abreast of the news regarding her medical condition, newly abreast of the news regarding her health condition, and troubled by the candid footage promised by the Docuseries, onlookers began to question whether Williams had truly consented to being shown in this light. Then on Thursday, Williams' legal guardian filed a lawsuit against Lifetime's parent company, A&E Television Networks, in an attempt to hold the broadcast of the series. Now, I will say that watching those clips, you can see that Wendy is not the same person she used to be just like a year or two ago. She has seemingly rapidly declined since, of course, they said her startling new health issues have occurred and progressively gotten worse. And I think that the way that they presented Wendy was not in the best taste. They weren't doing it to truly show what she was going through. It seemed almost like a cash grab by Lifetime and A&E. And that's what Wendy's guardian believes as well. And I will say, Wendy has not always been the best person. She has never been a amazing citizen of the world. But I still think that she's not a completely horrible person. I remember I made a video 2 years ago about a really hot take she had on her show that I disliked. But I won't say that she's a completely horrible person, because Wendy has gone through some stuff. Her ex-husband cheating on her with a younger woman, using her money to afford a lavish lifestyle for this other girlfriend that he had, trying to sue her for her money because he was broke after the divorce and he needed more money. It was just a whole thing. Even her son has said that he saw a very dramatic decline in his mother after that whole thing happened with the divorce, her husband, all different kinds of stuff. So there's been many contributing factors to Wendy's decline, not even just physically but also mentally. And I think when it comes to these sort of things, especially people who you see are going through a seriously tough time like Wendy has, I think there's some grace that should be given. I am not saying that Wendy's an upstanding citizen, but still. Now, this portion of the article I would like to read, because this actually talks about some of her health issues that she's currently going through. It says the docu-series takes place over nearly 2 years, primarily after Williams underwent court-ordered financial guardianship in 2022. Chronicles the television personality struggle with health and alcohol abuse. In the lead up to the documentary's premiere, perhaps in an attempt to beat it to the punch, Williams' team reported that the talk show icon has been diagnosed with aphasia, a language disorder that affects communication, and frontotemporal dementia. The most recent health update comes a few years after Wendy's disclosure in 2018 that she is struggling with an autoimmune disease, Graves' disease, for many years. Then in 2019 that she suffered from a thyroid issue called lymphedema, which causes swelling that affects the feeling in her feet, which is actually shown in the docuseries, especially with the talk between Wendy and Black China. Wendy shows like her foot. And even in the part of the documentary where she's getting physical therapy, like exercise, she's of course with the language thing. She seems to be very easily irritated and erratic, and she seems to be very easily angered by people around her. Even a girl who does her nails during a part in the documentary, she calls her stupid and says, "What are you doing? I only want one coat of this," different stuff like that. She yells at her personal trainer about her foot and different things like that. She seems to be very erratic because of these different issues that she's currently facing. And people just don't think that this was the best thing to do, because it seems like Wendy, especially being that it seems like she's so out of it now, it doesn't seem like she could have been in the best state of mind to legitimately consent to a docu-series like this. Now, of course, they could have went to Wendy, been like, "Hey, do you want to do this documentary?" I think even Wendy said herself, she still likes to be in the spotlight, but people just thinking about the fact of her health issues and how her mental and physical health is declining, that she couldn't have been legitimately able to give fully cognitive consent in that way of her health physically and mentally seeming to get worse over time, as we've seen in this documentary. Sometimes seeming confused, being very easily irritated and angered by people around her, different things like that. I would also like to read some comments that people had across Twitter, well, formerly known as Twitter, now X, about what they think about the condition of Wendy in this docuseries, and what they thought about the docuseries and how Lifetime portrayed her in this weekend-long docuseries. There shouldn't be any cameras in front of her at this state. All she needs is family, care, support, and healing. This woman has been through a lot and is still going through it, losing her mother, her marriage ending, and her health struggles. Someone said, when Wendy asked, "What is the Oscars?" This 𝐚𝐻 didn't think she needs to go back home, but you took her into meeting to get her back on TV. Sean needs his behind kicked. No one around Wendy can be trusted. The people who greenlit this docuseries, the manager, the publicist, the cameraman, the doorman, and the man at the bodega. Wendy Williams forgets her brother Tommy's name, quoting, "Kevin, I'm so glad you're here." I need to see Sean's resume and client list. There is no way any crisis PR person would let their client, who is assumed to be an alcoholic, drink on camera for something that was supposed to be a PR doc. Get this publicist girl away from Wendy. Sean is an enabler to a high-functioning addict on the brink of death. All she wants is Wendy's money. A court refused to give Wendy Williams' sister Wanda guardianship, opting for professional guardian Sabrina Morrissey instead. How sad is this guardianship? How sad that this guardianship has come between Wendy and her son's relationship. I can't hardly watch her and her son be teared apart, all because of the money. Wendy loves and has always loved her son so much. He deserves to have her. Now, those are just some of the comments people made, and I agree. Just from the clips that I've seen, it just seems extremely tragic, the way they're portraying her, the way they're showing her, putting her in such intimate spaces, and just showing, like, of course they're showing her decline, and showing us, like, this is where she's been, this is how she is now, but us being shown how it has been up to this point, over those 2 years, I believe it said, that they've been doing this, it's just really extremely sad to see this kind of decline in someone who used to be so quick-witted, sharp, things like that, didn't seem to have any issues, and then all of a sudden just the decline declines, and it's such a dramatic shift from when she ended the show, ended being the host of the show, to now. And I just think it's a really sad situation to see Wendy in this kind of state, and of course for her family, people who are really close to her, dealing with this, being around her, trying to help her in whatever way possible. I truly hope that there is some positive conclusion to all of this, and she can get some rest, she can get some solace, her family can get some solace and rest, and recollection of the things that they've lost, the things that they've had to fight for over the past couple years concerning Wendy, the different things that have happened with court cases and things like that. Wendy and her son, her family, different things like that. I just really hope that things get better, because seeing this kind of decline in somebody, and then seeing that they're still dealing with a lot, even though they're dealing with such a dramatic health issues and mental decline, is really sad to see, because you would think that someone in this state would just need time to relax, need time to lay down and just kind of be with family. But seeing that there are people who are enabling some of her actions, allowing her to do things that are continuing to assist in her decline, it doesn't seem right. And then Lifetime showing such intimate moments of Wendy Williams in these situations just does not seem right. And it like other people, it rubs me the wrong way. And as I said earlier, Wendy has never been the highest, most amazing, upstanding citizen of the world, but I still think that there should be some sort of respect for her, especially in this time, this very sensitive time in her life, of a lot going on, a lot of personal things, a lot of outside things, just a lot. But yeah, I just really wanted to talk about Wendy, this documentary. Not say too much, but I will let you guys know if there are any updates, how that lawsuit goes, and what, if at all, Lifetime A&E says anything about what's happening, what is happening, the backlash that they are getting for this documentary, this docuseries of Wendy. And I will let y'all know that if I see anything. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share with everyone you know. And if you guys have any ideas of other things I can make, anything else I can talk about, please let me know in the comments below. And I hope to see you guys soon. I'm really trying to make more videos, and we're almost to summer break, so we'll hopefully be getting a lot more content. Bye!
Where are you on your journey right now? What do you want right now?
Well, I'm glad that I'm free from the Wendy Williams show. So now I can absolutely pull this down and show my boobs. You understand what I'm saying? Can I show you?
Well, no, you don't need to.
Okay. In a good way.
When she's utilizing the term free, I just think she means she can do what she wants.
Talking to people, you miss that. People talking and you being the interviewer and the podcast allow you to do that again.
Well, Will knows about podcasts. Will I be able to actually see people?
Yes.
Perfect.
Well, who is Will? You.
My sexy. To find out if I'm crazy? Oh my God, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I have to sit down again.
I have no money. And I'm gonna tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you.
Did you drink this whole thing today?
Keep it there.
Okay.
Keep it there.
People around who are yes people and allowing this to continue.
This is all too much. No idea where we are. This doesn't look like anything familiar.
I think she's losing memory. Have you guys noticed that?
How dare him? I control men. My life.
Right now, she's weak and vulnerable, and she needs to be around people who aren't going to take advantage of that.